What's going on, YouTube? Thank you so much for joining me today. You know how we do this. As always, we got to give a great big thank you to all the men and women in all branches of service. Thank you so much for doing what you do, so the rest of us are free to do what we do. Okay, so we're going to do another kind of vlog thingy. I have no notes. I'm just going to talk about ECC Detroit 2016. Man, this is my second vape event, and it was fantastic. It was so much fun. This year, I've been in the industry or the hobby for a year and a half. I started vaping, but I learned about the hobby side about a year ago, and it was so much better this time, not being overwhelmed just getting into vaping and then seeing everything that was out there. Got to see and talk to a ton of great people, great vendors. You know, there's so many people, so many vendors that I don't even remember who it was that I talked to and stuff like that. But it's, you know, I got a bunch of great business cards and stuff like that, so I can check out their sites. But it was so much fun, and I spent a little bit of money. I got some pile of juice over here and stuff that we'll talk about real quick. But yeah, it was such a good time. I wish I could have been able to go, you know, all weekend, but you know, that's not in the cards. So we're just gonna talk about some of the people that I saw and some of the things that I picked up while I was there. And you know, first off, I'm gonna give a shout out to Vape Mats. Totally got hooked up with this, and one of the little vape claws that has the hooks. You hook it to your belt, especially at a vape meet. You get juice and stuff on your hands. You got a towel right there to wipe it off on. It's awesome. But I was there at the booth, and he was one of the early. He was one of the early ones I stopped at. When the doors opened, I went off to the side and didn't go straight down the middle. And so he was the, I don't know, third or fourth booth that I stopped at, and I knew I wanted to get another mat because they give great prices at the shows. So anyways, I picked those both out, and he has a new card reader, and it only took the chips. Well, my card doesn't have a chip yet. I haven't gotten a new one. And so after a minute, he's like, man, he says, you know, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. And like, oh man, he says, you know what? Merry Christmas. Hooked me up with both of those, just handed them to me. So big shout out to Vape Mats. I have purchased from them before. They're a fantastic company. Their products are fantastic. Definitely give them a check out. I will have a link in the description. You know, let's see. I picked up some Strawman Head. This is a strawberry lemon head candy, and it is spot on. At least what I tested at the show. I haven't ran it in my own devices yet. But man, if you're ever interested in a vape show, go, because the prices are fantastic. 60 ml bottle at the show, $10. Here's another juice that I picked up. This is Conspiracy Big Tobacco. It is a toffee, maple, and cream tobacco, and this is the only tobacco flavor that I have tried that translates into to dripping, to clouds bro clouds. Again, 60 mils, $10 a bottle. So I picked up a couple. Actually, I think this one hasn't even been released yet. They just had it at the show. This is a raspberry custard pie. This was really good. Some awesome Jam Monster. Grim just had this on his Tuesday Brew Tuesday the other week, I think. It was his was strawberry butter and toast, and so I gave him, I gave him a shot. And again, I haven't had any of these. I was just at the show yesterday, but it's a kind of a strange flavor combination. but it's good. I stood there at the booth and I must have hit their, you know, their sample 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. I don't know. It was just like, man, this is, you know, we standing there talking. I didn't, you know, I got their mod, still ain't put it down yet. So I had to pick up a bottle. These are the only ones I don't remember what the hell I paid for. Anyways, I'll try to have links to this stuff down in the description. And then my big purchase was this guy right here. It is a Duvo mods. This is the Duvo V3. Their authentication cards, they're credit card material, man. The serial number is stamped in just like a credit card number. These things are really cool. And then, put this down, on the back, they have great warnings about, you know what, I'll read them. This one, that's the RDA. Warning, you have purchased a hybrid mod. Only Duvo RDAs are recommended to use on this device. Do not use tanks or atomizers that have a flush or floating pin under any circumstances. Ensure that the batteries used are in good condition and suitable for use. The RDA. Duvo RDAs are intended for experienced users only. Duvo products are to be used in conjunction with our... This is the RDA. Duvo products are intended to be used in conjunction with your new RDA. Oh, okay. They're trying to say that they're made to be used together, the mod and the atomizer. Ensure batteries used are in good condition and suitable for use. But these are really cool. So anyhow, I got the Duvo V3 and the Alpha RDA 2-post. Today's the first day I've played with it. It has one single O-ring on the bottom that holds the cap, and it doesn't seem to really leak too much, and it holds on okay, but you're not gonna swing it, you know, it's okay in the first little bit. It snaps down pretty nice. I threw a 7-ramp dual coil, 26 gauge Anarchist Nichrome wrapped with 36 gauge Twisted Messes Nichrome. Came out to about a 0.13. Man, this is pretty nice. I'm not sure I bought this not in a show. They're pricey. I went to their website. They're even more pricey than I paid. Full retail, the mod goes for $190, and the red cap 2-post RDA was $130 on site. Now, I didn't pay anywhere near that at the show, but so there'll be a review of this coming up after I use it for a little while. It's brand new. I got it yesterday. I just built it today. But it's working pretty good. It's been airflow. Oh, see, that's the one thing. It hasn't done that to me in just a little bit. It gets whistly sometimes. It's working pretty good so far. So those are the things that I picked up. I also came home to vape mail. I got the entire Sunday supper line and a couple bottles of Ruby Crew Blue Slushy. Gaslight Vapor was doing a sale, so I took advantage of it. Maybe I'll start doing some juice reviews or juice tastings. I don't know if I want to call it a review. Me personally, taste is so subjective, so maybe I'll start giving, a juice tasting what I get out of it. Anyways, back to the show, man. It was such a good time. I got to meet a bunch of great people. I got to meet a handful of people I follow on social media. Kent, Mr. Twisted Messes, ran into him. Great guy. He was that was the only picture I remembered to take. I took a picture with Twisted Messes. That was awesome. I got to meet Squid Dude, another great guy. Stood around talking with him for a couple minutes. Fantastic. Pandora Blue, saw her at the Mama-san booth. You know, she was really cool, really nice to talk to. Her boyfriend Turbo was talking to somebody else, and before I left the booth, he come running over and shook my hand, and he said, "Hey, thanks for knowing who I am," and then took back off and talked to somebody else. It was, you know, all kinds of really, really great people, and that's the best part about this industry is that, you know, the vast majority of us really care about, you know, about vaping, and it's, you know, it's just great that everybody comes together and nobody cares what you're vaping on. You're not smoking cigarettes. So, man, it was a great time. It was a great time. If you ever have a show near you or have the ability to travel to a show, man, go. If you are into vaping at all, it is such a cool time. So I just wanted to put a little kind of, you know, vlog video or something, I don't know, out there about the vape show and how much fun it is. And if you have the opportunity to go, I personally think that it's, you know, it's totally worth it. You know, maybe I'll start trying to travel to ones that are not too far away from me. You know, the Detroit show, I'm only an hour north of Detroit, so that was an easy place for me to get. But yeah, definitely, if you get a chance, get to a show. And till then, you know, how about until next time?